I always wanted to be a registered nurse. But for a part of my career, I was a practical nurse. And then when my children showed they were capable of self-care, I decided to start at Lambton College. So I applied, I think in 1982, and wasn't accepted. So I went home and cried. And then I applied again in 83, and I wasn't accepted again, so I went home and cried. But I was on the waiting list the third time I applied. So I called every single day for 10 days. And finally, they said, "We are offering you admission to the college." And I cried again. I was a mature student, so I was really scared. I thought, oh, will I remember anything from high school? You know, what if I don't? I wanted this so badly. What if I don't make it? You know, I had all those thoughts. I think one of the things were our professors were so supportive. I went often and would say, I'm a little confused on this. And when we got into medications, I really struggled with some of the math, and they took extra time, showed me some ways to, shortcuts that I could use. That part was wonderful. I graduated in, I believe it was 86, and I was already working in emergency in the Sarnia Hospital. And so I got hired full-time as an RN and worked in emergency for quite a few years. And then I was a nurse educator for quite a few years, and then retired from the hospital. I thought, what will I do now? And within 6 months, I was in Afghanistan. So I just had this really short retirement. I'm an RN, and I work with the Canadian Red Cross and get deployed with, it's called the Emergency Response Unit. You get your whole team together, and then we fly together. We're dropped into a community that needs us. I was in Afghanistan for 6 months. And then I was deployed up in the mountains of Muzaffarabad in Pakistan after an earthquake. Another one was, I was in Haiti, not deployed for the earthquake. I was deployed for the cholera. Now the amazing thing about cholera, it's really easy to treat, but people can die within 5 hours if they're not treated. So what our job is to just replace the fluids with IVs. Now here's where it was like witnessing a miracle. A mom carried this little kid in, she was about 4 years old, and I couldn't find a pulse on this kid. I thought, oh my, this child has died. So I just, yelled. They came over. The child had 4 IVs, one in each leg, one in each arm, and we squeezed the IVs in like this. Within 20 minutes, she opened her eyes and talked to her mom. I know what a privilege it is to come to Lambton College and to fulfill a dream. And I would say, if I could say anything, I'd say to, especially the mature students, don't be afraid. You're going to be the same age in 2 years, whether you go to school or not. So just go for it. Just say, I'm going to do it. Get as much support as you can from your family, and just take it off your bucket list and go for it. It will be a phenomenal experience.